What is up, YouTube? This is Void of Dust Gaming, and I'm bringing you something special today with a character I really love. This is Flash gameplay. I'm playing Flash in the ranked game. This is the last match that brought me to the gold level 4, and I'm playing Flash quite a lot, as I love his high mobility combined with the high damage output. And I played Flash as a jungler in this game, and usually I am doing loads of damage with Flash. Like, I think this is the first video that I'm uploading. You will have the in-game sound as this is pre-recorded. I already played this game and I have managed to reach gold 4. I've got the Scud skin. I really wanted the Scud skin as I think this kind of spaceship style suits him really well. He looks really great. I didn't like the initial skin that Scud came with. I think he's a great hero. And so you can see me jungling around. As usual, I am unlucky with the team composition as I have a Lubu hanging around in the jungle. He is not willing to go to the top lane, so we are in some kind of downhill battle at the moment. As you can see, Valheim has a support and they are going to attack our top tower. And I am just moving around the jungle because your job as a jungler is to get level 4 as soon as possible without sharing experience points, which I do at the moment because both guys are just in my view. And I am just clearing the jungle. I started opposite of blue. That's one of the tricks I learned from the pros. As soon as you start opposite of the Darkslayer, you are able to get the Spirit Sentinel, the bad guy, with your first clearance of the jungle. And yeah, we did not only have a Lubu who is hanging around the wrong position, but he has get himself killed, which is pretty much unfortunate. Like, people do that all the time. Don't be someone like that. Get your position. Don't hang around something that you don't supposed to be. And with that, we have lost our first objective. I'm doing some kind of trick here, which would have been better if Annette was standing out like more inside of my rage. So you can do something like move into the fray with your 1. That's a really long dash that you can cancel at first. And the second thing is that it can be, it works like similar to Murat's 1. So you activate the skill, and as soon as you activate it again, you go back to the starting positions, which is really great for getting into the second line, to get the AD carries, to get the squishy ones. So the Flash is a true assassin, even if you are starting up front. And that's what I like about him, because most of the assassins have the problem that you have to move around. So you have to go in circles, you have to be in the bushes, you have to pay attention to the enemy composition. So sometimes you end up just being too late because you have to spend so much time repositioning yourself, and you don't have to do that with the Flash, because with the Flash what you are able to do is basically you just move through everything, activate your abilities, and then you just go out. Because what you can do is basically activate your 1, activate your ultimate, and that gives you this kind of like circle that goes around and around and around. And as soon as it ends, you pull the enemy in. As you can see here, I pulled Valheim in, and if I would have been faster, that is the first death that I'm having in this game. If you are quick enough, you are even able to activate your 1 and get transported to the position that you started, and you are clear of any danger. It's not as good as Murat, but then the distance that you travel is longer. And what's important with the Flash is as soon as you move 10 kind of distance things, and you can see this little flash icon next to my Loki's icon. As soon as you have 10 of these stacks, your next attack will be some kind of like whirlwind kick or something. And with that, you will gain a shield that's going to absorb damage. And your one does 5 meters of this kind of thing. So even if you haven't traveled that far, if you have only 5 stacks and you activate your one, you will still get the 10, be able to do more damage and to get the shield and then to dash out again, so you can use that for, and that was it, yeah. And you are able to get out of the fray without getting any damage. So right now I am using my ult. Butterfly is just too fast, so it's not really helping me. And I'm calling retreat because they will be just hanging around the tower. So we should focus on getting back into the game without using too much resources. And this is just an awesome gameplay by our Thane. He completely got the whole situation right. He was ulting already when I was going into the enemy, so that was a really nice play, securing that kill. Well done, Thane, at this point. So I'm doing the wave management for my team here. I'm checking the map quite often, like even if I don't swipe, I check who is on what position. And if you are the jungler, what's really important for you, and here I'm getting out with the skill of flash quite easily. That's like the bread and butter, and then that's what I really like about this character. And it gets even better as soon as you start to get cooldown scaling. You are able to get done massive amounts of damage while being really mobile and being really fast. I mean, he is the Flash, so that is obviously one of his main skills. And you could have seen, like, if that one would have had a better cooldown, I would have been able to get even faster to the Valheim, and that's just unfortunate. He was down to like 0 health. If my frostbite would have been a bit stronger, I would have been able to kill him and be up for no retaliation. And that's the cool thing about the Flash. You go in, you do all sorts of damage, and then you go out. And as you can see in like this part of the video, I've just been like wrecking their jungle. Every time I have the possibility to go in, I am always going for their jungle, and my ult saves me here. I'm not able to pull off my one again. That would have been like the best, and I still haven't managed to be able to run back. And there is the outplay. The butterfly thought that she could jump on me. I had more health, and that's like something that you should be aware of, like how much health do you have, how much health can the enemy snack away with his attacks. And that was just not enough. The Elsu was nearby, and he is doing just so much damage that we were able to get off that kill without being killed. And yeah, that's just good gameplay. Like sometimes I am even surprised how good I can be if I'm lucky. Like, it's just like one of those things. And here you can see the shield. Like, you've got this small gray bar, and that's just what the Flash does. It's like, I just think he's great. Like, he's dishing out so much damage. At first, I wasn't really fond of this kind of DC Tencent collaboration because for me, this is kind of like, it's like a fantasy game. So I believe that it should have been this fancy stuff. And here you can see how my ult reels in people. And that's a double kill because I'm level 12 right now. Because what I have done like really, really, really well is basically getting all the jungle. I got the jungle farm. I farmed up quite well. I farmed up quite much. I am on low health at the moment, but I don't bother because going back is just not an option. As soon as you go back, you miss so much farm. It's like you even could have died. That's like how much farm you lose. So I am not going back until I'm killed. I'm able to get the jungle here, and now I'm moving up to the red buff because I want that as well. I want the enemy to pressure them in their own jungle that much that they cannot come back, because that's like something really, really important. You should always try to be as efficient as you can, and this butterfly has just picked the wrong enemy to jump on. It's not helping. I'm a bit afraid of the Valheim, because the Valheim has this stun, and what the Flash does, he really needs his mobility. So that's something really important for the Flash, and that is going to be, yeah. See, I am able to get away whilst I was in the complete fray of the enemies, and now I'm using my ult to reel them in, and with the help of my team, I'm able to pull off the double kill. Should be even a triple kill. No, it's a double kill because the Tulun has got this kill, fair enough. He did some damage as well, so I'm completely fine with that. I'm not a player who is whining around, oh my god, why did you kill steal? Fuck that. Like, why are you always so mad about kill steals? It's about winning the game. It's not about winning every single fight, getting loads of kills done. And at this point, I'm like, the call is good, but it's just with the wrong people. Like, we are not enough, and we don't have the damage to get the Abyssal Dragon. And this is the point of the game where I'm super fed, like 814. I am just dishing out so much damage, and I'm retreating here because I don't want to get the Tara in my face, because I know the Valheim is going to follow up, but I'm able to pick him off quite easily without getting damaged that much, because I'm still on low health, but I have bought the Ryas, and the Ryas on Flash is just great. Like, every single punch means health. You always get health back, so I think this is really one of the bread and butter items that the Flash should have. And what happens at the moment, because we are 22 to 14, is we are just outplaying them. Like, every time, every opportunity that we get, we are just going into the fights. We are looking for the team fights. Look at this. Like, I'm doing the Annette. I'm doing my ult to zone them out. Like, I didn't want to go back because I wanted them to come to me. And as you can see, this is just one of those things, butterfly things, that she can take me, but I'm already on 10-1-5, so she hasn't got any means to do this. Like, you should never pick a fight when you are that far behind. And I already got my 15 stacks, so I'm not eager on getting more damage. You have to be careful with the Dio-chan. And guys, this is the end. The enemy surrenders. They had enough. And yeah, that was just the right thing to do. We were super fed. I did 34.4% of damage to the heroes. And this is just how you should do it. Like, you should go, if you're playing Flash or any other assassin, you should always pick the squishies. Go for them, kill them, get fed, and try to be as much of an annoyance as you can be. And here I got the Crescent Moon. This is something that I really wanted to go for. And yeah, everyone on my team gets the thumbs up, because this was a really nice team play. I got MVP, I was there in the fights, I got the best fight participation, and that's just what you can do as you are the Flash. So thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to subscribe and feel free to comment in the comments below. I will be up with more gameplay tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Good. Bye. Void of Dusk Gaming. I'm out.